My name is Richard Poon, and welcome to my Sasquatch Landing model train layout video. In this episode, I'm going to feature a 2023 tour of my model train layout, and then afterwards I will share with you a modeling tip. So, on with the tour. First, here's a brief overview of my layout. It's currently a work in progress in various stages of construction and completion. It's located in a 12 by 17 foot room of my basement. It is a wrap-around-the-wall design with two peninsulas. There are 3 levels which are connected by Helix and incline benchwork. It's designed for point-to-point operations, but it can also do continuous loop. My railroad is a freelance concept. Its time frame is modern. Its fictitious locales are set in the west coast and prairies of Canada. The locales' names are based upon pulp culture, and they are Fleming's Yard and Industrial Park, the town of Westville, harbor town of Sasquatch Landing, and the city of Farside. Let's begin the layout tour. To help us with the tour, we are going to follow a grain train headed up by BC Rail's locomotive 3904. The engine is an Atlas-8. We begin by coming out of the layout's main staging yard, which is located underneath Fleming's Yard. The main staging yard is on a 4 by 8 foot traverser tray. The traverser tray was custom built by me and has 12 staging tracks. For those interested in more details on my traverser tray, please stay tuned to my channel. I will be posting later a more detailed video on the design, operation, and construction of the traverser tray. My layout is operated by a Digitrax digital command control system using LocoNet panels, duplex radio, and Wi-Fi. As we leave the staging yard, we climb up an incline to the community of Sasquatch Landing. We enter Sasquatch Landing via the Guardians of Forever tunnel portal, and then into its rail yard. Sasquatch Landing is a fictitious West Coast harbor community and is the most completed section of my layout. It has a small yard that services the community. Its harbor has a fish processing plant, crab processor, boat builder, a harbor gas station, warehouse, and 2 piers, one for ship operation and the second converted to commercial tourist use. There's a lighthouse also. Along the harbor section are various tourist attractions and businesses. Here is the local beach, beachside cafe, and hotel. Missing from Sasquatch Landing is the Harbor Plaza, which I'm currently working on and will feature at the end of this layout tour. Finally, here's the main street and the station of Sasquatch Landing. We are now leaving Sasquatch Landing and heading into the Gemini Tunnel Portal. The left track goes to the Helix, and the right track goes to a secondary 3-track staging yard. The Helix is located under the city of Farside. It's a double spiral helix with 1 loop herniated. The herniated section allows me to have 3 scenic vignettes which are still in construction. The vignettes are a house in a winter scene, a wood trestle spanning over a ravine, and finally, a campground. After climbing out of Helix, we travel along the wall and over to a lift-out section in the front of the layout room door. You can see below the secondary staging track that comes from Sasquatch Landing. We are now entering Fleming's Yard and Industrial Park. In the west section, you will find GoldenEye Concrete, Blofeld Industry, a Petrocan refinery, roundhouse, turntable, engine maintenance building, and a locomotive servicing section. To the east side, you will find Moore's Food, Royale Mills, Carver's Grain Elevator, Sampson's General Salvage, Zoran's Meat Processing Plant, a freight loading ramp, a bulk aggregate unloading facility, and Money Penny's Diner. While leaving Fleming's Yard and Industrial Park, we pass over Reeves Creek, a popular fishing area for the locals. We are now in the small prairie town of Westville. The railroad serves Westville's grain elevator and lumberyard. The town has a school and local businesses that service the residents of the town and surrounding area. The track at Westville has a switch that leads to 2 different locations. The outer track leads to industries outside of Westville, and they are a propane unloading facility, a brewery, and Acme Toys. The track also leads to Groundhog's Tunnel portal and connects the Helix exit track to allow for a continuous loop running of trains. The inner track climbs from Westville in elevation, past a farm, behind a screen, and then onto the city of Farside. The city of Farside is located on a peninsula above the Helix. It's still in the planning phase and no track has been laid yet. Farside will be the home to a major passenger station, several buildings, and industry. Here are some of the buildings that will be on Farside. Farside will also feature an analog Fowler car system with vehicles from Fowler and AutoMotionFX. AutoMotionFX is a US company, and I have listed their URL in the comment sections of this video. This concludes the tour of Sasquatch Landing model train layout. But wait, where are the Sasquatches? Here they are. As mentioned earlier, here is my Sasquatch Landing Harbor Plaza, which is under construction. It's currently sitting on my second workbench. I'm testing the layout of all the features of the plaza, and I'll glue them all down when I'm satisfied with their final position. Let's take a closer look at the plaza. Here are 3 farmer market stalls, a hot dog stand, a beer and wine kiosk, Kathy and Richard's grilled cheese food truck, a pastry food truck, and an ice cream truck. The plaza will be populated with several figures, and they are merchants, performing artists, people eating food, shopping, and enjoying the sights. A focal point of the plaza is the fountain. At the top right of the plaza is a local Irish pub. In the fenced-off area, you can see a server enjoying a well-deserved break. And here are some of the pub's patrons. Here's a modeling tip for those who use super glue, or also known as cyanoacrylate or CA. Especially if you have a bottle of CA and you just leave it on your workbench, you will notice over time that it gets thicker and thicker and hardened, and then you got to throw it away. Now, why does this happen? That's because moisture causes the CA to cure. That is, become thicker and harden. That moisture is in your atmosphere. So to reduce this process, I do the following. I go to a craft store or a hardware store and buy a jar like this. It's a hinged lid with a rubber seal. In addition to that, it's got a locking mechanism like so, which allows me to lock the lid onto the jar. It's now sealed. And inside this jar, I also put silica gel packs. These silica gel packs, which are moisture absorbents, you will get when you buy electronics, shoes, clothing, and certain devices. And normally you would throw them away, but I collect all of them and I throw them into the bottom of this jar. So when I'm actually using my CA and I'm finished with it, I will take the CA like so, put it in the jar, close it up, and seal it. Now the CA is inside this jar, is now protected from the moisture in the atmosphere, but the moisture inside is absorbed by the silica gel, so this will prolong the life of my CA, and I've actually had my CA last for up to 4 years inside a jar like this situation here. And that's a tip to help you. Because remember, moisture in the atmosphere is an enemy. Now, some people say, well, you can prolong your life of CA by putting it in the fridge. I actually don't like that, because then I got to let my CA come warm up to room temperature before I use it. And I like to use my CA as soon as I can, especially when I'm working on modeling projects. So to prevent moisture from causing your CA getting hardened, buy one of these sealable jars of a rubber seal, throw the silica gel package that you would normally throw away into the bottom, and seal it inside. So this is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed the 2023 Sasquatch Landing model train layout tour and the modeling tip. If you did, then please press the like button and share this video with your friends. Also, subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified of future videos. I will be posting videos on layout construction updates, layout operations, how-to videos, modeling tips, model train shows and layout visits, and rail fanning. So bye for now. See you later.